another video. I'm so excited for this video. For today's video, we're going to be debunking Crafty Panda. Last week, we debunked 5 Minute Craft and we found out some really random things. Another thing is 5 Minute Craft is totally fake, and I think Crafty Panda is exactly on the same road. Okay, so let's just jump right into the first hack. All of these hacks are back to school hacks, because when you go on Crafty Panda's YouTube, the most watched videos are these school hacks, because all kids, when they go back to school, are like, yes, I should have some cool school hacks, so I come back to school totally ready and prepared. Okay, so let's see what you will need. For the first one, I was just looking at it so confused, and I'll tell you why. So let's just first watch it. Okay, so a girl is doing her math, I think, and another girl is eating in class, very relatable, and her eraser is out. Quite normal, happens quite often, and she doesn't have an eraser. So, oh, her friend has bread. Bread is a good idea. Let me take the bread just from this classmate and rub out my work. Okay, first of all, why is someone eating in class? Okay, maybe it's just two siblings are working at the eating table or something like that. So maybe, okay, that's what happened. Okay, so let's just draw something, and then I made a mistake. Okay, so that is a mistake. It's a bit hard for you guys to see, just due to the color. So I've just got this little piece of bread, because I don't want to waste a lot of bread, because this is, I think, the total waste. So let's just see. So let's just kind of rub it out. I don't know how hard to press. Okay. So it kind of works. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay. So let's pour all of that bread back, because you don't want to have bread on your work. And it kind of rubbed it out, like the line is less visible. Okay. So I'm actually really surprised at that. Halfway worked. I would give it like a 2 out of 10, and now I'll tell you why. Okay, so the halfway rubbed out, but why do you need to use bread? First off, I have almost never seen anyone eating in class bread, especially more like sweets. And if your pen already has an eraser in it, like this one, so the eraser's not out, it's just finished. This happens really often. All you would have to do is take like a pair of scissors and kind of lightly stab it in there. It's not exactly dangerous. I mean, it's kind of dangerous. And then kind of take it out. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can also take an eraser. Whoops. Take an eraser and just lightly sharpen it, and you would have a eraser really only for a really short while. It is also quite dangerous. And now, last thing I'm going to say is, most of the time in class, one person has more likely an eraser than a piece of bread. So, yeah. And I would say come prepared. So I wouldn't exactly even say that this is considered a hack. Let's just move on to the next one. This is how to cheat in a test. So let's start watching. So you tape it onto these answers of math. You cut it out with the tape on it. Okay. You soak it in water. Okay. But one thing that's confusing me is, how is the writing staying on the tape? That's I'm a bit confused about. And then you stick it on the bottle. And then no cheating, but you're still gonna cheat. Okay. First off, why is 5 Minute Craft even telling people how to cheat on a test? Like, it doesn't exactly matter what grade you get on a test. It's more what's in your brain. It's not what's on the paper. So I don't understand that part at all. But I mean, I think all 5 Minute Craft employees have probably done this hack, if it even works. Because I don't think they passed anything, because I think they'd be in a better place. So I just took a random recipe that I found downstairs, and let me just put some tape on it. So I've got some see-through tape, just like theirs, and I am now just gonna put it onto an area that I want to keep for mine, because I knew it had to be printed out. So if it needs to be printed out, then I just thought this recipe would be fine. Okay, and now let me quickly cut that out. Okay, so I've cut it out. It doesn't say you need to let it set or something, because like maybe you need to let it set so that like maybe, I don't know, the text stays on it or something. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I've never done random stuff like this. But let's just try. So I've just got a regular thing of water, and then I've got the lid here to put it on it when it's done. Okay, so all they simply do is soak it in the water, and then they just kind of rub it off. Okay, so it's rubbing off. I can't tell if it's staying on. I don't think it's staying on. Let me just do a bit more, and then I can show you guys. Okay, so the tape is totally see-through. I can't see a single letter. I could rub this all out, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try to read it. And I don't know what the recipe said, because it wasn't for me, the recipe. So I'm going to rub it all out, and then, like, rub it with the water out. And then I'm going to try to turn it around and read it. And let's see what I get. Okay, and it's done. I don't even know if you can see it in the water, because it's here. It just looks like a normal piece of plastic, and I can't read a single word. I can look really closely, and all I can see is still little pieces of light paper on there. But I can't read anything. So, and now I'm just going to comment on the hack. So, you shouldn't cheat on a test. I even know that someone was caught doing this in one of their like main tests, like GCSE or something, and yeah, they got in a lot of trouble, and I don't think they even were allowed to take the test again. So like they didn't exactly do this hack, they just wrote it on the bottle. So don't do that. You might get caught, and you don't anyway need to do it. Instead of watching 5 Minute Craft for like an hour long to even find this hack, what about you go study for that test? That sounds like a way better idea. Let's move on to the next one. So I saw this hack so many times. So she used lemon to remove highlighter. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but I have seen this over and over and over again. So let's try it. I didn't have a lemon, but I did have lemon juice. So this is just normal, regular lemon juice in just a cup. So I need to, again, take my piece of paper, and I'm just going to draw something with a highlighter. Let me just get my highlighter, and let me just draw heart. I'm awful at drawing hearts, but it doesn't anyway matter. We can rub it out, right? So let me take that cotton bud, And then let's just stick it in the lemon. I've never done something so weird. And why would you have a cotton bud in school? Like, I'm sorry, I never have ever taken a cotton bud to school. Okay, and let's just kind of rub it out. It looks more like it's just getting wet and like taking the paper away. Like there's like a highlighter on the cotton bud, but it's not really rubbing it away, it's just kind of making it wet. So I think if we just dip it in regular water, so right now I'm just dipping it in water, and we do it, would it give the same result? So I have water on this one. To me, those two places look like exactly the same result. Okay, so why do you have lemon in school? Why do you have cotton buds in school? I'm not sure. So let's move on to the next craft. I kind of think this might even work. So you put a zip tie on tape because you don't have scissors to cut the tape, and then it can cut it like that. I don't show you guys the whole craft because the whole problem is like it's shown for like 2 minutes long or something, and there's no reason to watch the whole thing. Okay, so I have got normal tape. What I like to do normally for tape, just so I can find the place, is do like this and then just fold the end bit. And I actually, whenever I take tape, I just kind of like bite it and then it like rips. Or you can just use regular scissors. Another thing that confuses me about the hack is he doesn't have scissors to cut the tape, but he has scissors to cut the zip tie. Like, I don't know why you don't have scissors, but then you do have scissors. So let's just do the craft. So I have got a zip tie. I have the feeling this is a waste of zip tie. But okay, let's just make it kind of tight. You want it like going up like they had it. Okay, because this wouldn't work, right? This wouldn't cut it. So because you couldn't cut the tape, you can now cut the zip tie. So I've got these thick scissors. So I think they cut it on a little angle so it could cut better. So let's just try it like that. Okay, so let's take our piece of tape. I think we need to move it back more. Oh, now I can't move it. I've done it too tight. Zip ties are a bit annoying that you can't open it. So right now I'm just pressing it kind of back. There you go. Okay. So, okay, let's just try to hold this kind of. Oh, my fingers hurt trying to do this. Ugh. Okay, let's just try to move it back more. Okay, let's move it like this, and let's do it like fast. That didn't work. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I think I understand. So you have to like move it to the place that you want to cut it. Let's see. And let me try to be as relaxed as him. So I move it, and then I do it like this, and I hold my finger here because that's the only way that it works. And then I go really fast, and yeah. And even look how unevenly it cuts it. 1 minute. So here it's cut, and the other side it's like shorter here. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I would just recommend to use regular scissors. And now I have to take this stupid zip tie off of the scissors because I'll never ever use that. This was actually the only hack I thought might work. There's another one I think would work, but I don't know. We'll see. So it's how to make a fan because it gets really, really hot in art lesson. So hot that her sweat is dripping and she can't paint. Comment down below if you've ever sweat that much. Like, I haven't seen people do a workout and sweat that is like dripping on paper. But just comment down below if you ever have. Yeah. So they take a ruler and scissors and they make it really hard. So I don't have to do this because they're now going to make a hole in it. And I'm not sure about you guys, but my ruler has already a hole in it. So yeah. So then they put string through it. Okay. They tie it. Okay, so now they're going to swing it. No. They're going to cut out random shapes like faces, kind of like. Use a glue stick, stick them together, and put the ruler in the middle. Okay. Put it on a desk. Tape it down. Then it reaches the floor very lightly, but then it tightens when her foot goes on it. Makes sense. And now wind is blowing like insane, like there's like 10 fans attacking them or something. That's not how it looks like. Okay. So, let me just go get the things for that, and then we will get started. Okay, so I've got my ruler. My ruler already has a hole in it. I think all rulers have a hole in it. I've barely ever seen one that doesn't have a hole in it, but maybe. Then I've got some ball of yarn string, and I'm just gonna reuse these pieces of paper because I don't want to waste more paper doing this 5-minute craft. Okay, so let me cut it out and let me get the craft ready. Okay, so I've made the craft and I'm gonna go test it out and then I'm gonna tell you guys how it went. Okay, it was so funny, I had to show you guys. So it's attached to this desk and now I'm gonna do it. And it's like, it sounds like it's dying and it's barely giving any air. And it's actually really exhausting my foot. And just now the rope broke. So we saw how much that totally flopped. And now we're going to be moving on to our last one. Which is, let's just watch it. I won't give it away because it's just so good that we first have to watch it. Okay? Girl broke her necklace. Kind of relatable. Not really. Don't really wear necklaces, but yeah. Use these staplers. Okay. He's got a great idea. Assemble your staples like that. Bit confusing. And then take a little rock decoration thing and glue it down. Take a necklace string thing, and then you're such a bad friend that you literally made a necklace out of staples. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, the necklace. Thing is, like, wouldn't you just buy her a necklace? Like maybe I don't know. Like, I don't think I'd ever make one of my friends a necklace out of staples. But let's just see. Maybe it's actually really a nice necklace when we make it. So they don't glue it here together. So I don't think we have to glue it together. I think just the rock thing at the top we glue on. So let me go get some staples and a little decoration rock. So I have got 2 things of staples. It looks like enough. And now we just have to assemble them. Really quickly in the video you can see that each one is a bit thick. So it's like actually 2 or 3 staples. Okay, so now I have to assemble it like them. I think it's going to be quite difficult, but I'm just going to try, and I will pause it, and then if it's too difficult I will show you guys why it's too difficult, but if not then I'll just finish it. Okay, so really quickly I was trying to put them together and it kept on failing because it was going way too fast, the video, and like I couldn't pause it fast enough. So right now I've put it into a video editor and slowed down the speed so I can watch it at the same time. So let me continue trying to build this. Okay, so I tried my best to assemble it. Mine's not exactly assembled like theirs. I don't know why. I tried my best, but it just didn't happen. Another thing is they must have glued it, because you can't pick that thing up. It's just like a lot of tiny staples just lightly put together. So yeah, the thing is, I don't actually have a glue gun with me because I'm out of glue gun sticks. So I'm gonna try to tape this and I'll see what I get. Okay, and we have finished our necklace. When I look at it, I think of something that I would create like when I was like in first grade, like first year one. It looks really awful. Like, it's not me. Well, it is kind of my fault that I didn't have glue gun sticks and I did use tape, but it still wouldn't look good. And another thing is you can totally tell it's made out of staples. Like, you just have to look at it and you will immediately tell that it's made out of staples. Okay, and that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. We had some weird crafts. Quite a few of them did work, but were just plain like there's no reason for it, and I wouldn't even consider exactly a hack. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want, the giveaway for my product photography lightbox is still open. If you want to have that, all you have to do is go over to Instagram and comment on that post a suggestion for the next video. Okay, and I will see you next time for a drawing video.